AC in here gotten giving your guys any problems?
They love it. They're basketball guys. This is like how you grew up, right? Sweating in the gym, get a good lather going. This is awesome. Seriously, no one said a word. It's been great. I actually like it. For me, I personally like it. It's great. Reminds me of real basketball.
Does it remind you of how you grew up?
Yeah, these are like, I was just telling the coach here from McGill, the head coach, like this is like a gym that I've been in a million times and grown up in the Boston area, for sure. Love it.
Any specific gyms that come to mind?
Oh, I've been in 8 million gyms in my life. I couldn't think of something right off the top of my mind, but this reminds me of a lot of places in Massachusetts, for sure.
I'm curious, for guys who are on the roster bubble, what do you want to see as we start getting into the preseason?
I want to see the same for everybody. You know, I want to see us competing, sharing the ball, defending. Those are the standards for everybody, so it's not any different from any player.
Do you have a starting five set for tomorrow?
That yet to be determined.
Do you have an idea of like what the breakdown is going to be as far as, starters, how much they're going to play, like that kind of thing?
A little bit of a semblance, but we're still working through it. We got some time.
Does your team continue to be in good health? Is everyone, aside from Saddiq Bey, able to...
Everybody's participated, yeah. Everybody's been great. Everybody's been participating, so it's good.
Welcome change, is it not, from most teams' training camps?
I haven't thought about it, Josh, but like day by day.
Brian, how have you seen from the progress from day one back in DC, now this is day 2 here in Montreal, of what you've wanted to implement, the details, not missing the steps? How have you seen the progression go day to day?
The intent in how we're practicing, all that stuff has been great. We're obviously learning things as it goes. That's not always going to go straight up. Sometimes that's going to be drop down and then come back up again. So like the normal progressions of training camp, but the best thing for me is that they've been how they've approached each day, and that's the number one thing for me, and that approach has been great. Their mindset's been great.
Obviously, with this being a younger roster, young guys coming in may not feel that they want to step in and use their voice and kind of try to talk, especially when you have guys who have championship mentalities, like a guy like Kuz. JP, is there anybody who has maybe stuck out to you that has utilized their voice and is just like, you know what, we're all hoopers. If I see something we've got to do better, I'm going to say something?
Definitely lean on the veterans for that. The one thing about all the guys when you have in our roster, they all do love to play, and they're all competitive. So those instincts are coming out, even from the guys who are first-year guys. So that stuff's been great.
I'm curious with the coaching staff. Do you guys have a designated shooting coach?
We do not.
Is there a coach who works more often with shooting? Is that what you said?
I think we all pretty much do it. I think we're all pretty knowledgeable in that. Even myself was decent back in the day with that.
And then are there any other staff roles that or parts of the roster that different coaches work with?
Can you repeat the question, sir? I didn't hear
Do different coaches work with different parts of the roster? Are there any more deeper staff roles than just assistant coach, or does everyone just move around?
Everybody, there's guys that people work with specifically. Guys have some things they work on specifically in practice, but for us, every coach is responsible for knowing it all, so we kind of just do it all together. But there are definitely things that are specifics that people do. I'm not going to say what those are, but there are things.
With having the Cody and the Go-Go staff here as well too, I know you on the media game you talked about how it's a one team, one voice type of situation. What does that also afford Cody and his staff when the season gets underway for them, of being able to utilize those learning experiences?
They're really, you said it right there. We're really one organization. Cody's just a member on my staff who, when the G League season starts, gets to go down there. But he'll be with us a ton. They're going to be running the same stuff. They're going to hear all the same terminology. When guys go back and forth, they're going to be the same goals. So the communication is seamless, streamlined. So that stuff's really important to us.
Malcolm said the food here, the food at the Wizards facility, was great on the first day. Do coaches also eat with the team chef?
We all eat together, everybody in the organization, yeah.
What have you thought of the food?
Pretty high level, yeah, pretty high level.
Josh, is that how the cool kids are wearing their credentials these days?
It's a miracle.
I don't know how'd you keep that balance,
That's
Josh.
That's exactly.
That's the highlight of the media today.
God, I hope not.
Highlight my day so far.
God, I hope not.
Coach, how excited are the guys to finally play someone besides each other?
Yeah. I mean, I think you're competitors. You're banging against each other for a long time. You want to go against somebody else, see where you're at. So I think our guys are excited.